Approximately 10, 12 years ago, we started with these school tours. We would have Mass, have a lunch, and have an opportunity for students to meet their donors and the trustees. That was missing after COVID with everything that had happened. We knew we needed to reinvigorate that program again.
The week of our school tours for CEF was simply incredible. We visited over 8 schools in a span of 4 days.
And in each one of those elementary schools and in each one of those high schools, they brought out their A game, right? They showcased the best of their schools.
And this school year, we were able to start slowly, bringing in donors, keep it a little more personal with a smaller group, visiting elementary schools and then following up with high school.
What I was hoping to accomplish is to give the trustees a real snapshot of what exists at these schools.
And each school, although a Catholic school, showed its uniqueness and diversity, and it was so exciting to be a part of those visits.
So the theme and the symbolism behind the school tours was graduation, promotion.
We had an actual 8th grade student giving the tour at the elementary school, and then at the high school, the 8th graders would also accompany us.
So the idea of starting the day at an elementary school followed by high school was seeing the trajectory and the success of Catholic education.
I'm a teacher, so I expected more of a traditional school tour, looking at curriculum and facilities and programs, but it was so much more than that.
We planned tours to visit an all-boys high school, an all-girls high school, a co-ed high school, and we coordinated those tours with local neighboring grade schools.
The donors really enjoyed to see that the fluidity of elementary going into high school and the possibility for that student as well.
You know, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but when I went, I thought, well, is it just a tour? Is it just a tour of, here we have this classroom and this classroom? But I really appreciated the interaction with the children and with the students.
This was meeting phenomenal teachers who are doing what they love in a vibrant setting where their students are completely engaged.
We started our tours in the South Bay at St. Peter's and St. Paul's.
And then Mary Star of the Sea High School, which, yes, it's my alma mater.
I decided to be a greeter today because this year being my last year at this school, I feel very blessed coming here, and I really want to thank the donors.
I was just so surprised that they had this beautiful choir, and it touched me. I didn't tear up, I cried. And it was really hard to stay composed because it was just, you just felt the presence of God with all the children.
On Tuesday, we visited St. Thomas the Apostle and then moved over to Bishop Conady, an all-girls Catholic school.
It's such a valuable opportunity for us to have the trustees of CEF on campus for various reasons. Number one, so they can see their investment in action, to see where all that support and their trust in Catholic education really goes to.
It was great to see the 8th graders who led us on our tours at St. Thomas join us on the tour at Bishop Conady.
It's meant to me that I can express my faith with whoever I want and be able to talk about it with all my teachers and my classmates.
The tour guides at Bishop Conady were graduates of St. Thomas the Apostle and were seniors that were graduating.
Attending a Catholic school means so much. I will plan to major in biology and then pursue a career in optometry.
So it was really an opportunity, for example, these young women at St. Thomas to see, after their next 4 years at Bishop Conady, what their life might look like and the unique opportunities that await them.
They've built and enhanced their own curriculum with equestrian at Conady, art, a rock band.
was their incredible rock band performance. That was really a highlight of that day. On Wednesday, we were at Santa Isabel Grade School and then moved to Salesian High School. Something very unique about those two schools is that they are right next door to each other and they share actually a gate, so the students can go between both schools.
I started attending Catholic school in kindergarten at Santa Isabel, and I've been there from kinder through 8th, and now I'm attending Salesian.
And not only that, so when they start in TK, you're forming them at the early age, and then hopefully in 8th grade, when they move on to the high school, that formation is done, and they're able to respect all individuals, and hopefully that is brought out even to their professional life.
There's really an incredible relationship and partnership between these two schools.
It means to me that there is way more opportunities in life than just going to a regular school and learning about the basic subjects, because over here Santa Isabel, it teaches about the community, our God, and they help us build a relationship with our fellow classmates.
On Thursday, we visited Nativity School in El Monte.
So honestly, I've never heard of Nativity in El Monte. And immediately, as soon as I walked into the front office, it was such a welcoming and receiving environment. The leadership that is behind Sister Stacy, by taking any student, despite ability or disability, to be welcomed by Nativity, it truly showed the inclusive nature that exists at that school.
We then moved on to Bishop Amat High School.
And it is large, and it has to appeal to a lot of different needs in a lot of different communities.
It was great to see all the unique programs offered by Bishop Amat.
They were still able to make it very personal for each student. Because when you're the only co-ed high school, you have to really be broad enough to attract these students and still remain true to your own identity.
I think one of the most powerful experiences that I had that week was at the end of every tour, students and the trustees and our visitors would gather for a roundtable discussion and lunch.
I was amazed at how open the children were. I was afraid they wouldn't be as open or they would be shy.
Had an opportunity to engage with our trustees, ask questions about their backgrounds, their careers, their educational and spiritual journeys.
And they opened up. They really shared their experiences. They had wonderful questions to our board. Beautiful moment of dialogue with our future leaders.
Gosh, the principles, the leadership in these schools, the vision and progressive ideas of moving forward with how to meet the needs of today's students. Conversations about AI, conversations about music, conversations about college, just all of it is such forward thinking. It's so inspirational.
And again, I was blown away with the amount of good, of genuine authenticity that exists in Catholic schools. And the fact that trustees were able to witness that firsthand speaks volume as to the amazing work that is done.
It brings the mission rushing right back to me when I'm on a school site. So if I'm on the floor playing blocks with a preschooler, I am in complete heaven.
It is important for us to continue our school tours, not only for our trustees, but for our donors and supporters. There's no better way to experience all the benefits that our Catholic schools offer than to visit the schools and interact with the students and the faculty and the parents and the community.
I kind of wish I could just give them a hug, you know? Handshake and a hug, and thank you, because not everybody does that.
Go. You need to go on a tour.
Please sign up for one. Email me, text me, call me.
Go as soon as you can. I wish I could go tomorrow. I wish I had done this sooner. You have to see it in action, to see literally the money at work.
Until you set foot on these campuses, you can't fully understand it.
Take the time and go. It's only a couple of hours, but if you are committed to education, if you are concerned about the future of our students, of our children, our world, take the time to go and experience a little bit for 2 hours what they're immersed in.
Every student, every family, every community, they are different. You cannot visit one and say, oh, well, I've already been to a Catholic school. You need to see as many as you can, and so you can feel the mission.
For those of you who have not yet been able to experience a school tour, I'd like to personally invite you to join us. Come with us on these incredible tours. You will be blown away at these wonderful school communities that we are serving and supporting here in the Archdiocese. It will change your lives, I promise.